The defendant, Carly Snyder, has entered a plea of guilty to all the charges, Your Honor. The District Attorney's Office has no problem proceeding directly to sentencing.
Any objection to that, Ms. Griffin?
No, Your Honor.
Very well, then. I've read Mrs. Snyder's confession as well as the park vendor's deposition. Is there anything you or your client would like to say before I impose a sentence?
Mrs. Snyder regrets her actions, Your Honor. She's been cooperative with the police and with the court throughout this hearing process. And as her confession states, there were mitigating circumstances in her case. I would also like to point out she's a mother of 3 children and the wife of one of Oakdale's most decorated detectives.
Well, it's my understanding that Detective Snyder was recently suspended for covering up the defendant's actions.
My point, Your Honor, is that she has strong ties here. For every misstep she may have taken in the past, there have been a number of actions that have benefited her family and this community. The defense asks for leniency.
Ms. Snyder, this is not the first time you've been before a court facing criminal charges, is it?
No, sir.
The truth is, you have a history of breaking the law and getting off with little more than a slap on the wrist. Maybe it's time for a wake-up call, Ms. Snyder. Maybe it's time to ensure that you face a serious sentence for once in your life.
No, we're too late now. They won't let us in.
Relax. You just gotta find a court officer.
Will you stay with the baby?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'll be right back. Little man, I'll be back.
Hey, what'd you say to Dusty Donovan? About what? I haven't even seen Dusty. Yeah, we was asking a bunch of questions about Billy's paternity test, and the only way you'd know about that is if someone told him. So what's your problem, man? I mean, are you ever gonna let this go? I mean, when are you and Gwen gonna leave me alone?
Okay, if a test was done by an order of the court, then the records were sealed by the DA's office.
Meaning they would be where right now?
Locked in the records room at Memorial.
So all I gotta do is break in?
Well, you make it sound easy, it won't be. Not to mention the fact that it's illegal.
Has it dawned on you that I don't care?
Well, I care. And you're not going to be any help to Jen if you're behind bars. Besides, there are other ways.
Name one.
Give me a minute, I'll think of something.
I don't have a minute. I gotta prove that that baby belongs to Jen before she gets on a plane. And I don't care if I gotta break a few locks to do it. You understand?
I asked you a question. What the hell is this thing doing here?
Okay, don't blame Emily. It was in my bag. It's the only thing that I have left that reminds me of my son.
You kept this? What are you, a glutton for punishment?
Okay, that's not very nice. What is wrong with you? It's just a little keepsake.
I thought we were getting rid of all unhealthy reminders.
We are. But this is just something that I've had a lot of trouble getting rid of. You see, that's why she gave it to me to hold on to, so she could move on. Right. So that I could stop dwelling in the past. And Emily agreed to help me.
I'm sorry, I guess I get overly sensitive when it comes to things that I think might...
Paul, no. I'm not gonna slip back over the edge. I'm actually really in a good place. But it would help me stay there if I felt like I had your support.
You see, this is why you need to get away from Oakdale. You need to get away from all the overprotective family members like me.
Huh. Nice try, Paul. But that reaction before, something else is going on here, and I would really like to know what it is.
called Mike when I was outside, didn't you? I mean, don't deny it. His number's here, right here on the screen.
Yeah, I called Mike. What's the big deal?
What's the big deal? I mean, why? Why would you do that? Did you tell him where you are? Did you ask him to come rescue you?
Is that what you think? No, I called him to let him know that I was happy, that I was with you now, and if he was thinking of trying to find me, he should forget it.
But why? Why would he do that? Why would he come and try to find you? You broke things off with him, right?
Yes, I did, but Mike's not the kind of guy who just stepped down without a fight. I had to make sure that he didn't try and come out here with the Coast Guard or something. BJ, I did this for us so that we can still have this time to ourselves and keep getting to know each other better.
So it's really over between you two?
Of course it is.
Okay. And you should prove it. Once and for all. Prove to me that you want to be here with me and no one else.
How?
I think you know.
Thank God you're okay.
I wouldn't go that far. I swear, I feel like someone's jabbing a knife in my chest.
All right, well, listen, don't move. The ambulance is on the way. I just called.
How about you?
No, I'm fine. Mike, you saved my life. I don't know, you came out of nowhere. You were like Superman or something. How did you know I was out here?
I was following you. I got a call from Katie.
You found her? Does she know where Henry is?
No, she called and told me to watch out for you. She said you were in danger.
See? I bet you $1 million that woman at that coffee shop tried to mow me down. They'll do anything to try to keep me away from finding Henry.
Yeah, it looks that way. I just hope,
What?
I'll tell you later. I'm gonna pass out right now.
Mike!
What else do I have to do, BJ?
First, I want you to stop backing away from me like I have the plague. Then I want you to tell me everything you told Mike on the phone.
I told him what I just told you. I told him that I was with you now, and that if he was gonna try and find me, not to bother because I don't want to be found. All right, fine. If you're not gonna believe me, we should just pack up our stuff and go.
This isn't at all how I wanted tonight to go.
BJ, stop. You're holding on really tight.
Maybe because I feel you slipping away. I'm so used to rejection in my life. I've just come to expect it.
Did you ever think that maybe that's why you're all alone?
Yeah. I know I can be my worst enemy. I admit that.
Only you can fix that.
When everything's going great, like tonight, I can't help but feel like the rug's gonna be pulled out from underneath me any second.
Hey, Mike and I are not together anymore. Why can't you believe that?
Oh, I don't know, for all the reasons I just explained.
Well, I've said everything that I know how to say. I don't know what else to do.
I don't need words. Actions are much more eloquent, don't you think?
You're right, they are.
Why would you think that we're keeping something from you?
Because when you saw that bracelet, you lost it. Okay, something upset you about seeing it. Something more than just protecting me.
Yeah, you're paranoid.
You know what? We're under a lot of pressure right now, really. I mean, think about it. We're getting married tomorrow, and absolutely nothing's ready. And that's enough to throw anybody off balance, especially your brother. Okay. Okay, fine. Well, then will you do me a favor?
Yeah?
Will you please focus your jitters on your wedding and not on me?
I'll do my best.
Good. Oh, now tell your fiancée how beautiful she looks again.
See, now, beautiful is just, it's not the word. You look radiant.
Oh, wait till you see it with the veil. I'll get it. I'll be right back.
That was close.
What's wrong with you? You're usually more controlled than that.
No, but we need to get rid of that thing once and for all.
Okay.
We might have DNA on it. We can't take any chances.
All right. I will take care of it. Stop worrying. Now, could you do me a favor and do like your sister asked and focus on our wedding?
Right. What is it that you wanted me to do?
Marriage license. You did get it.
Yeah. No.
No.
I'll go do that.
Okay. Where'd Paul go? Went to get him the marriage license. Oh. Well, is he okay for real? Oh, he's fine. I mean, come on, guys in weddings, they can't handle the pressure. You know, it gets them every time. Well, he is missing a beautiful sight. Got it? Mm-hmm. Okay. Wow. I really look like a bride, don't I?
Yeah, absolutely beautiful.
Oh, I'll get it. Dad!
I waited
what are you
outside
doing here?
until Paul left, but I needed to talk to you about...
Hey,
What are you doing here?
Someone has to keep you out of trouble.
I'm trying to keep you out of trouble. You can't be involved in what I'm doing. We talked about this.
I can't get into trouble by showing up at the place where I work, can
You
I?
know what I mean. You've done enough, all right? I'm willing to break rules, but you can't afford to.
Can you let me decide what I can afford to do or not? I'm assuming you weren't able to get into the records room?
I need a security pass. I don't know. I can't get one. I don't know what to do.
Well, what are you going to do? I mean, Jennifer's on the plane tomorrow. We need to get some kind of proof that her baby's still alive or she's gone.
I guess it's time to call in the big guns.
Which big guns would those be?
The cops. Keep it down, man. You're gonna upset the baby. Yo, I'm pretty damn upset, too. Why'd you have to say something to Dusty about the paternity test?
I didn't.
Well, then, it must have been Gwen.
Gwen could care less about you. Why would she open up a can of worms that would bring you back into her life?
Well, then why is he asking all these questions about it?
I don't know. Ask him.
Look, you don't understand, though. If he keeps pressing at this and he gets his hands on those records,
Then they prove that you're not the father? So what the hell are you so scared of?
Look, I just thought this was a done deal, all right? Why is he trying to stir everything up again? I mean, it doesn't make sense.
It's not my problem, man.
I swear I should get my parents on his back right now just so he'd lay off.
Go ahead. Your dad's right inside. Knock on the door. Interrupt him.
May I say something, Your Honor? Everything that you've said is absolutely true. I have made a lot of mistakes in my life. I have broken the law. And I could stand here and subject you to some sad story about my childhood that explains it all away. But I won't do that. I won't try to excuse what I've done. All I can say is that when someone threatens something I love, I don't think. I just act. I protect the people I love, especially my family. I don't know if you know this, Your Honor, but my sister, Rosanna Cabot, was in a terrible car accident. She's in a coma, and she may never recover. And right before that accident, she adopted Gwen's baby. And so, Billy was placed in my care. And we brought him home, and he became a part of our family. And for a while there, I saw Gwen as a threat to that. I honestly believed that she was a danger to that baby, and so I acted. It wasn't smart. It was not the right thing to do. I know that. But I did it out of fear. And that is no excuse.
Now, are you saying that if you were faced with a similar situation in the future, you would act more appropriately?
I could answer yes to that, Your Honor. But I think you and I both know I'd be lying. All I can do is hope that you'll think of my children. And think about how their lives would be if their mother was taken away. And I can hope that you will show me mercy.
If you knew how many pillows and photographs I've practiced on. And then the other night I tried to kiss you, but you didn't really want me to. You weren't ready enough for you to just kiss me. I feel like a little kid on Christmas morning.
Good. Well, now it's time for you to give me a present.
First, kiss me again.
No.
Oh, come on. Don't tease me. I'm about to set the night on fire. I can't hold back right now.
Let's just take it a little slowly, okay? If you want more, you're gonna have to work for it. Still have to fulfill that promise, remember? Make that call and stop whatever you set in motion for those people that you think wronged you.
Relax. There's plenty of time for that.
Oh, okay, I see how it is. So I have to prove myself to you, but you don't have to prove yourself to me?
There was passion in that kiss. I felt it. I really did. You want me just as much as I want you.
Well, actually, what I want is for you to fulfill your promise.
Is that what this is? Is some kind of trick? You're just tricking me into thinking that you care about me, so then I'll do whatever it is you want. Talk to me.
Sorry, boss. More bad news.
I'm listening.
He's still alive, the little sister of Henry.
What happened?
I am with my car so close, but boyfriend of Katie comes to save her, and he is getting hit instead.
Got hit by a car. How bad?
They are taking him to hospital now.
Find out. Call me back.
Someone was hit by a car?
Yeah, I was a PA from the show. I guess Mike was pretty rattled by your fight.
Mike?
Just walked into the road. Car plowed into him.
Tell me that veil doesn't mean what I think it means.
Look, whatever you're planning on saying, just don't.
Why? Is the truth going to be too much for you to take?
No. I've just heard it all before.
So, I take it you're marrying Paul.
Yes.
Oh.
Tomorrow.
Emily, what has happened to you? How far are you going to let this guy suck you in?
Can we please not do this?
Dad, yeah, please, okay? Now, what is it that you need to talk to me about?
I heard from Will that you're planning on leaving for Europe right after Christmas. Is that true?
Actually, I'm leaving tomorrow, right after Paul and after the wedding.
Boy, am I learning all kinds of interesting stuff today. My ex-wife is getting married before the ink on her divorce paper is hardly even dry, and my daughter is leaving for Europe without even bothering to tell her old man. Is there anything else you two want to spring on me?
Dad, I was gonna tell you tonight.
Can we jog somewhere else? I'm feeling a little out of place.
It's okay.
Here.
I'm gonna go change.
Emily, I'm gonna say this, and you'll listen or you won't. Marrying Paul is the worst mistake that you could make. For you, for your son, and for everyone involved. Paul is using you because he is up to something and he needs an ally. Once he has covered his butt, he will dump you like yesterday's newspaper.
the dress. We'll talk later.
Dad, you have to let her go.
Why? So she can turn around and marry a monster?
Please, don't talk about Paul like that.
I know you love your brother. I just don't understand why you trust him. Is he the one who talked you into leaving town?
No, but he supports me, and I was hoping that you would too. Dad, I just can't stay here anymore. There's just too many painful memories of the baby.
I understand how hard it's been, sweetheart, but it's Christmas. Don't you want to be with your family, surrounded by the people who love you?
The trouble is with the people who love me is that they have the same look in their eyes that you have right now. It's just sadness and pity. I need to find a place where nobody knows what I've been through. It's the only way that I'm going to be able to put all this away for good.
Well, I hope you find that place, honey. But, oh my God, am I gonna miss you?
Look, I just want this to all be over with. Why is it so hard for you to understand that? Because I thought you were a bigger guy than that. But you keep proving me wrong. Look, just keep your mouth shut to Dusty and make sure your girlfriend does the same.
Hey, an officer's coming to let us in. What's wrong?
Nothing. Everything's fine.
Well, you think we're too late?
I am ready to pass sentence.
Excuse me, Your Honor. Someone would like to address the court.
I'm in the middle of a hearing, officer.
Yeah, well, she claims that what she has to say may have direct impact on the case.
Show her in. And who are you?
Gwen Norbeck, Your Honor. I'm the victim, the one that Carly drugged. This is my boyfriend, Will, and my son, Billy.
And you have information that affects these proceedings?
Yes, sir, I think I do.
Hey, Casey, can I talk to you for a second?
About what?
I heard you talking to Will. You said Dusty was asking questions about Gwen's baby?
What, are you hanging out at the courthouse spying on people?
No, I just came here for a marriage license. But I overheard you. What do you think Dusty's trying to find out?
I wish I knew. He asked about a DNA test. Wanted to know if Gwen's baby'd have one.
I just hope you haven't got it in your head about staying away too long.
I'm not sure how long it's gonna take, Dad.
Sorry. Munson.
Hal, Dusty Donovan, you got a minute?
That depends.
I'm at Memorial Hospital. I need some help getting some sealed records.
I think you're talking to the wrong guy.
It's all legit.
Then talk to Margot Hughes. I'm in the middle of something.
Hal, it's about Jennifer and her baby.
What are you talking about?
I think Jen's baby is still alive, and the records I'm talking about will prove it.
Coming up on As the World Turns.
Billy needs his aunt, and I need my sister. Please don't take away our family when we've waited so long to find one.
And we got big problems.
What's wrong?
I'll hear what you have to say, Ms. Norbeck, but perhaps you should leave your baby outside.
I'm sorry, I can't do that, Your Honor. When it comes down to it, everything that's going on in here is because of this little guy. He's my son. A gift. And if it weren't for him, Carly and I might never have found out that we were family. She's my sister, Your Honor.
Is this correct?
Yes, sir. We were kept apart for a very long time.
We only found out just recently.
So your own sister drugged you to make you appear to be a negligent mother?
I know what she did to me, Your Honor. And I hated Carly. I hated her for the longest time, and I'm pretty sure that she hated me too. But since then, I've gotten a chance to know my sister. And it turns out that we have a lot in common. She was doing what she thought was best for Billy. Pushed to the wall, I'd probably do the same thing. That's why I forgive her.
And I suppose you're here to ask the court to do the same thing. But the fact that Miss Snyder could act so maliciously towards her own flesh and blood leads me to question whether she has a moral bone in her body.
Hold on. Where are the results from this DNA test now? Do you have them?
No, they were sealed up. My dad took care of it.
You think Dusty's trying to get his hands on them?
Look, I don't know what Dusty's up to. I just wish everyone would leave it alone. And you didn't answer my question. Why do you care about any of this?
Just curious. I gotta go.
You think Craig Montgomery switched Jennifer's baby with Gwen's the night they were born? That's a hell of an accusation, Donovan.
The proof is in the record room. That's why I need your help. Gwen is not the biological mother of that baby. The blood doesn't match.
How'd you find that out?
I'd rather not say.
Fine for now, but we know that Jennifer's not that baby's mother either. A blood test proved that as well.
I think that test was intentionally fouled up so Jen wouldn't find out that her baby's still alive.
Fouled up by who? Craig's in jail. He couldn't have pulled it off.
I'm not talking about Craig. I'm talking about Paul Ryan.
I'm so sorry your father has to go through this. I mean, I know it hurts him to see me with someone else.
Well, Emily, you and my dad were over before you and Paul ever even found each other again.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, Hal doesn't see it that way.
Thank you. Well, he's a worrier about everybody that he cares about.
Yeah, and he hates Paul with a vengeance. And unfortunately, it just clouds the way he sees things.
Yeah, I don't think that he wants me going to Europe. I think he thinks that I'm just running away from my problems instead of facing them head on.
Maybe he's right. You cannot let your father push your guilt buttons, Jennifer. You have got to get out of Oakdale. And you can't let anyone talk you out of it.
Okay. Every time that I even mention staying here, it's you and Paul jump down my throat. It's so weird. It's almost like you're trying to get rid of me or something.
Can you give me a description of the car? Dark, late model, maybe black.
Really big.
How about the driver? Get a look at who was behind the wheel?
Yes. I mean, well, not exactly.
Not exactly?
No. No, I did. I saw her.
Her?
Mm-hmm. It was a woman driving the car. It was dark. It was black, like you said.
You sure about that?
Yes. Okay, well, maybe it was dark blue.
But a woman was driving.
Yeah, absolutely.
Young lady, you're either lying or you don't quite have your story straight.
He was in a car accident. I mean, he could... Oh, my God. I've got to get out of here. I got to get off this island. We have to go back.
What? Tonight?
Yes, tonight. I have to make sure he's okay. You wanted to go back tonight anyway.
Yeah, but I changed my mind.
BJ, if you can't do this for me, if you don't understand why I have to go back, then I don't know why I ever thought we could have a future together.
Kitty, wait. Please, don't be angry with me. We've come so close. And you've shown me that I can change. And you've proven to me that you do really, really have feelings for me. So you can understand it's only natural that I'd be a little unnerved when you want to rush to Mike's side. Accident or not.
PJ, I refuse to believe that you're selfish enough to try and keep me from checking on somebody that I care about.
Please, I've proven to you that I have faith in you. Why can't you have faith in me?
Okay. I do have faith in you. And I will prove it to you right now. I'm gonna get us back to Oakdale tonight.
Really? Thank you so much. Oh, God, hold on, Mike. I'm coming.
I'm telling you, a blonde German woman was driving and she tried to kill me.
Oh, hold on. How do you know she was German?
Well, she could have been Russian or, I don't know, maybe even Swedish, but I know she had an accent. I talked to her at Java.
The coffee house? You had a conversation at Java with the woman who tried to run you down.
Yes, that's how I know that she's holding my brother Henry hostage.
So the hit-and-run driver is a German or possibly Russian or possibly Swedish woman with blonde hair, a black car, and she's holding your brother hostage.
Yes.
You didn't see this blonde woman, did you?
Not really.
You're not really giving me much to go on that I can use.
What do you mean I'm not giving you much to go on? Didn't you just hear anything I said?
I want to see if there are other witnesses. Thanks.
See? I told you the cops weren't going to help us. We're on our own. If we're going to find Henry and Katie, we have to do it ourselves.
With all due respect, Your Honor, you're not listening to what I'm saying. Carly risked everything to give me a family, something that I've never had. She opened her home and her heart to me and my child. She made me realize that I was a good mom, with good instincts and plenty of love to give. Do you have any idea how much that's worth?
Ms. Norbeck, may I remind you that...
Please, hear me out. Carly gave me hope and courage, and she did it without asking for anything in return. She didn't even ask me to come here today because she didn't want me to think that her kindness was a debt that I would have to repay. Your Honor, I'm supposed to be the victim here. But the only way that I could be one now is if you put Miss Snyder behind bars. I need my sister, Your Honor. Billy needs his aunt. Please don't take away our family when we've waited so long to find one.
I knew Paul was up to something, but how could he do this to his own sister? Why is he letting her believe that her baby is dead? And Emily has been right there with him, covering for him. I can't believe she let him sucker her into this.
We can blow it all open.
What, with those sealed records you told me about?
The baby's DNA test, we compare them to Jennifer's. We got the truth, once and for all.
Oh, and I'm gonna need a warrant, and that's not gonna be easy.
Well, you do whatever you gotta do to get those test results, because we gotta do it before Jennifer gets on that plane, and we lose her for good.
Why would we want you to leave town? How could you even think something like that?
Okay, I'm sorry. You're right. I guess I'm just upset from talking to my dad.
Jennifer, Paul and I are behind you 100%. We would do anything for you. You've got to know that.
No, I do. I do. Forgive me. I'm sorry.
Okay. It's okay.
Okay, oh, I should probably go home and pack.
Yeah, and thank you again for my dress, for everything.
And we got big problems.
What kind of problems? What's wrong?
Well, all right, we'll have a room ready for you in a few minutes, Mr. Kasanoff. And we'll get some x-rays done, see what the damage really is.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Don't look so glum.
I'm not glum. I'm mad.
You're not mad, you're scared. I know, and I am too. Once I get out of here, we're gonna look for Katie and Henry, and we'll look in every building in Oakdale if we have to. All right. Once they're safe and sound, I am telling you, I am gonna put a beating on BJ like he's never seen.
Oh, you can count me in on that one.
Well, the plane should be here in a few minutes.
Really? Thank you. Thank you so much.
No. Thank you. Thank you for helping me see past myself for once. And for giving me hope and just us.
I'm gonna go change.
Talk to me.
Still alive, broken ribs.
So, what are you doing?
What is boss wanting me to do?
Finish the job.
In the matter of the state of Illinois versus Carly Snyder, this court accepts the defendant's guilty plea and issues a sentence of 12 years for the crime of malicious assault. Sentence to be suspended. Now, you won't get this chance again, Miss Snyder. Screw it up, and I will make sure this sentence is carried out as ordered. This hearing is adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Meet me at the courthouse half an hour.
You got it.
Hey, is Hal on board?
Hal's all over it. He's getting a warrant right now. All because of you.
What do you mean?
Your instincts. You knew something was wrong. Too bad you can't take credit. We gotta keep your name out.
Oh, yeah, we have to. If anybody finds out I ordered unauthorized blood tests, I don't think I'll be working here much longer. Besides, I don't need the credit, okay? I need for Jennifer to finally find out the truth.
I can't wait to tell her baby's alive. Come here. Thank you.
There's nothing really wrong. It's just a little snafu with the marriage license. Nothing you really need to worry about, Jennifer.
Okay. I'm gonna go pack.
Okay, that's probably a good idea. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
There really isn't a problem with our marriage license, is there?
Dusty's back in the case. He's trying to prove that it's really Jennifer's baby, and he's getting close.
On the next, As the World Turns.
I'd be happy to watch the baby.
No, you can't.
Did you sleep with Ben back?
I got a lab tech doing a DNA test on Jennifer's hair. I found it.
And this is gonna get us into the records room. Here.
Jennifer Abernathy. She was one of the researchers here.
Whatever she was working on got her killed. That's a skull, huh?
A 10,000-year-old human skull.
We got problems.
That skull holds a truth that even you're afraid of.
New numbers, CBS tomorrow.